Despite the cold temperatures, San Antonio FC still opened up training camp today and hit the pitch for practice. I would expect nothing less from the Mentality Monsters. Today was the first on-field training for the reigning USL Championship title holders. They topped Louisville FC back in November 3-1 to win their first ever USL Championship. So how did the Champs feel about opening camp in the cold?
This is my type of weather. This is Pennsylvania weather right here, not classic San Antonio weather. So I'm thriving in it right now, and probably so is my dog.
It is what it is. You just got to roll with the punches, and that's being a mentality monster. You got to take what life gives you and make the best out of it, and I think that's what we did today.
Training camp will run until the regular season begins on March 11th. Spurs rookie forward Jeremy Sohan was selected to the 2023 Rising Stars roster today. The 19-year-old is averaging 10.1 points, 4.9 rebounds, and 2.5 assists in 26.1 minutes in 44 games while making 41 starts. He's currently the first Spurs rookie since Tim Duncan in 1997-98 to average at least 10 points per game. The Rising Stars contest will be held Friday, February 17th in Salt Lake City as part of NBA All-Star Weekend. The dynamic duo of Ashton and Aaron DuBose are taking their skills to West Texas A&M to play college football for the Buffaloes. The twins were star players at Brennan High School, helping the Bears go 12-2 overall this season and advancing to the Class 6A Division I regional finals. Ashton plays quarterback and Aaron wide receiver. Now they'll get to play football at the next level, just like they did in high school.
It was just because we always wanted to go to college with each other since we was little, and we got the opportunity to play at West Texas, and we wanted to go together, so that's what we did.
It's special because normally we'll separate and go our different ways, but now we want to stick together because at least we'll have somebody whenever we go off to college.
The twins plan to sign their national letter of intent tomorrow at home since school is closed.
Pro football coverage, powered by Davis Law Firm.
The Houston Texans have hired San Francisco 49ers defensive coordinator D'Amico Ryans as their next head coach. The team announced at 4:15 this afternoon. They agreed to a reported 6-year contract. Ryans first met with the Texans on January 20th and then again on Tuesday following the Niners' loss to the Eagles in the NFC Championship game. Ryans, a former Texans standout linebacker, will be the 4th coach in Houston in 4 years, and Houston becomes the first NFL team to hire 3 straight black head coaches. And ESPN is reporting that the Broncos have agreed to a trade with the Saints to hire Sean Payton as their next head coach because Payton had signed an extension in 2019 that was set to run through the 2024 season. The Saints and Broncos had to negotiate compensation for Denver to sign Payton as their head coach, and I wonder if Mike McCarthy up in Dallas is breathing a sigh of relief.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Larry. I was like, I know one guy who's probably happy with that news.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, Larry.
Our KSAT Q&A is up next.
It is cold out there, and a lot of people wondering about school closures, road closures. What are the road conditions? We're joined by San Antonio Mayor Ron Nirenberg on this Tuesday. Mr. Mayor, thank you for joining us. I see you're warm at your house. I'm very happy to see that. Talk about the road conditions and how closely you're monitoring what's happening on our roadways right now and the areas of concern for you.
Well, yes. Usually during a winter event like this in our area, it's about road conditions. That's the number one concern. And so that is what we're watching very closely right now. We're kind of teetering on the edge of the freezing level. So the farther north you go, especially past 1604, overpasses become an issue. So we're asking people to take precautions in those areas. There are some de-icing agents that are already been applied. TxDOT's been out for quite a while now dealing with those issues. We're not anticipating them to become severe issues in town, but again, farther north you go, the lower the temperatures get overnight, we could see some icing. So please be careful on the roadways out there.
Let's talk about power. Obviously right now we haven't had too many issues, thankfully, throughout the day today, but really ice tonight, tomorrow morning is the big concern there. So What are you hearing from CPS Energy in terms of how we're doing right now, or their estimates for what this energy load is going to look like for us over the next couple days?
Sure. Well, CPS Energy is doing fine in terms of energy generation meeting capacity meeting demand. We are told ERCOT is in the same state, so they are meeting supply. We do expect a little bit of peak demand coming this evening, but ERCOT is anticipating no issues on the grid. That said, the farther north you go, like into North Texas, all part of the Texas energy grid, we're anticipating icing on trees. Like in the North Texas, you're probably already seeing pictures from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Those could potentially be impacts when you start getting branches falling off and impacting power lines. All that being said, though, ERCOT is not expecting any issues on the grid itself. But, so we're knocking on wood and hoping that remains the case through our state partners.
Talk a little bit about the guidelines of when you can and cannot open up a warming center and kind of what your thoughts are when it comes to that. And is it your call?
So, well, this is part of an administrative directive. This is the resiliency hubs now have been part of our seasons now for about a couple of years, I guess, if you include the pilots. The resiliency hubs are a little different than shelters. So always during a weather event, we are doing outreach to the homeless population here in San Antonio. That is happening as we speak to get folks into shelter. So no one should be sleeping out in the elements. And in the event they refuse to come into shelter, they are provided blankets and warm clothing, et cetera. The resiliency hubs are a little bit different. We do open those when the temperature gets below freezing for an extended period of time, because in that case, we're also looking at potential disruptions with regard to people's heating capacity and things like that. So those will open. We did open them during the Christmas break when we had a period of time where we were into the 20s for a couple of days. And even in that case, though, we saw, I think, a total of 12 people over the couple of days that the resiliency hubs were open. But again, to emphasize, we do have shelters open. We're working through our nonprofit partners. We're doing outreach directly with members of our community that are homeless, trying to get them into those shelters. If you encounter someone who needs assistance or a shelter, you can call 210-207-1799. No one should be out in the elements this evening. There are resources available to help.
So we're talking about more than just the normal shelters out there, more than just what we have at CAM and Haven for Hope and things like that.
Yeah, well, so CAM, Haven for Hope, Core Zone Ministries, our nonprofit partners are opening space available for people to come in and sleep and be able to be out of the elements. Also being given food and things that they will need to make it through a cold evening. So those resources are available. The resiliency hubs are open when the weather gets below freezing for extended period of time. When and if they are needed, we will open those. Those are on standby. But at this time, we have shelters available for folks so they don't have to be out there in the elements overnight, regardless of whether or not it gets below freezing. Those are available through our nonprofit partners.
Do you have... Sorry, Myra.
That's all right. Each one of the council districts, they have their own homeless outreach coordinators. So have they been going out to try to get these folks who may be unsheltered into some of these shelters operated by these nonprofit partners of the city?
Absolutely. And that happens well before the temperature gets to below freezing or even close to freezing. They've been out there for several days and in anticipation of this cold snap. And so we want to make sure that everybody knows resources are available and we can get them transported if they need to one of those shelters. And again, if you are, encounter anyone who needs assistance with regard to shelter, there is a hotline open, 210-207-1799. And make sure that folks are safe as the temperatures drop.
Right. There is space out there. Mayor Ron Nirenberg, appreciate your time as always.
Thank you. Stay warm.
Yeah, you too. We'll be right back. Nearly a dozen dogs were rescued from this bitter cold today.
Yeah, Animal Care Services found the dogs chained up at a home on the city's west side.
Jonathan Cotto tells us what's next for those dogs and their owners.
So we just impounded 11 animals on a warrant.
Lieutenant Bethany Snowden says all 11 dogs were chained outside, many of them without proper shelter.
Well, obviously, we are in exigent circumstances right now with the weather.
To date, not the first time ACS has responded to this location.
If I can estimate, at least 5, if not more.
Snowden says they've been responding to this home close to a year, issuing criminal citations last month.
We got another report yesterday. We came out out. There was no change, so we left our notice to remove and correct the violation immediately, and that did not happen this morning.
Some animals are expected to be okay, others were not in the best of health.
There is a couple animals that did have obvious medical issues, but I can't go into the extent of that.
I've only been outside for a couple of minutes, and as you can see, my hands are already turning red. The dogs here at this home left outside, chained up. To one thing ACS says it's very important to keep in mind is that if it's too cold for you, it's too cold for your animals.
In accordance with the Texas Health and Safety Code, an owner may not leave a dog outside and unattended with the use of restraints that limits the dog's movement in the case of extreme weather. The dog owners in this case could possibly be facing animal cruelty charges.
The owners have been advised when that hearing date is, and that's for custody of the animals. And so essentially we'll go to court next week to determine who gets custody of the animals from this point forward.
Jonathan Cotto, KSAT12 News.
It is cold out there. It is wet, more rain expected, and that's the combination we're concerned about, Adam.
Yeah, right now, no travel troubles out there because we don't really have the precipitation, but that's going to be changing in the hours ahead. Just some drizzle and mist periodically through about 11 p.m. After midnight, we're expecting more persistent rain and some heavier pockets of rain to move through. And notice that's when our temperature drops down to 32 degrees, maybe even a little less, even around San Antonio. I do want to point out that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, tomorrow we'll make it to 34. It's going to be another cold day. By Thursday, we're up to 47. Friday, flirting with 60. And this weekend, it's all going to be a distant afterthought. We'll be back into the 60s with a lot of sunshine. But of course, some issues to face tonight and into tomorrow. We're going to talk about the impacts in just a bit.
All right, big concerns, the roads out there. Could we be dealing with some power issues because of ice that's expected really to our north, Adam?
Yeah, that's where the concern is, the ice, especially into the hill country. But even locally, we'll have some problems here and there. I'll break it down for you in just a moment. But you look at the radar at the moment, a few sprinkles south of Floresville. Oh, there you go, right on the county line between Wilson and Karnes County. That's around Poth. That's just a light rain sprinkle, not going to cause any ice there. There is a potential of this little shower developing just west of New Braunfels. That could be some mid-level clouds that we're detecting on the radar, but don't be surprised if just south of Smithson Valley here and just south and along 46 between Smithson Valley and New Braunfels, that there could be a little bit of icing on some of the elevated surfaces. And that was really the issue around our entire area, even in the hill country today. It wasn't the surface roads, it was the elevated surfaces. And there's an explanation for that because they're always the first ones to go. You always hear us say the elevated surfaces, bridges, and overpasses. Well, here's the reason why. And you can explain it with this. They're exposed to the elements, right? You've got cold air flowing over and under the bridges. So they cool more quickly and significantly than the ground, which is basically insulated a bit and retains its warmth. But those exposed bridges and overpasses, not even just bridges and overpasses, but also the fences, like Sarah Spivey showed you, your tree limbs outside, your vehicle that's been sitting out there for hours facing a similar situation. So that's why they ice over first. And then as temperatures are prolonged below freezing, then the roads can start to cool off and become problematic. Speaking of road temperatures, right now we don't have any issues. I think for the next several hours up until about midnight or so, most of us are going to be okay on the roads, but that's going to be changing overnight tonight, and especially for the morning commute. Since we last checked in, this little blue line is starting to dip a little farther to the south. This indicates road temperatures right around that freezing point, 34 near Bulverde. Get up to Smithson Valley, 33-degree road temperature. Around Canyon Lake, about 33 degrees. Getting into the hill country, similar conditions with these blues here. Bernie, about 34. Comfort, 34-degree road temperature. And even warmer than that in and around San Antonio. You look at those road temperatures. Hollywood Park at 37. Downtown San Antonio, road temperature of 39 degrees. So clearly we don't have those issues on the surface streets, but air temperatures are starting to cool off just a little bit. We're starting to see those air temperatures drop down, and in turn, those elevated surfaces, once we get the precipitation, will be impacted by the impacted by, of course, the rain and the freezing. Now, speaking of, this is our KSAT Connect, and so far, well, that's a different input, but so far our overall icing has just been on some of those elevated surfaces and not necessarily on our surface streets around town. All right, let's move on here and get to this and take a look at the impacts. Major impacts in the hill country. Power outages, travel not recommended, up to 3/4 of an inch of ice. Northern Bexar County, southern Comal, you even get into New Braunfels, Pipe Creek. Icy elevated surfaces, especially the street signs, vehicles parked outside, and some tree limbs as well. Travel troubles, the potential for some isolated power outages. You get south of 1604 all the way to Highway 90, and this includes Alamo Ranch, Helotes, Castle Hills, Terrell Hills, Converse, etc. Minor impacts, mainly elevated surfaces. The concern is just some bridges and overpasses. Futurecast, I want to point out, shows that activity really picking up after midnight. Some pockets of heavier precipitation, which could lead to the most significant icing. 33 right now, dew point of 28. That means there's a gap between. Our relative humidity is not 100%. It's got to rise to 100% to sustain rainfall, and it's going to do that. So what I'm saying here is we'll have some evaporation of that rain, which will drop the temperature. When you evaporate the rain into the air, the temperature drops, and basically the dew point and temperature meet in the middle, which would put us at about 31, 32 degrees overnight tonight. So that's not helping out. Helotes 31 now, Bernie, Bulverde at 30 degrees. Rock Springs 27, already primed. Elevated surfaces, especially surface roads, will take a little bit longer to cool off, but that's likely to happen. 32 at 7 a.m. tomorrow with the freezing rain even around the areas where I showed you the impacts. By noon in San Antonio, I think mostly just a cold rain, still off and on in nature, 34 degrees. Tomorrow afternoon around San Antonio, just a cold rain, 34. And we'll still have some showers persisting lightly tomorrow night, which will likely still be freezing in the hill country. But by Thursday afternoon, it's back to sunshine, then the warmer temperatures this weekend.
All right. Thank you, Adam.
We'll be right back.
Lucky stargazers will get a chance to see an unusual light in the sky. A recently discovered green comet is set to zoom past Earth for the first time in 50,000 years. Astronomers first discovered the icy celestial object last March. They think the last time the comet was visible in the night sky was during the Stone Age.
Wow. Its orbit passes through the outer reaches of the solar system, which is why it's taken such a long time to swing by our planet again. The comet will make its closest pass to Earth between Wednesday and Thursday. So we're probably not going to see it because of the weather, but it will appear as a faint green smudge near the North Star. And don't worry about the comet coming too close to Earth. It'll be at least 26 million miles away. That's more than 100 times as far away as the moon.
All right. Maybe somebody out there will get a chance to see it. If there was ever a day for it, today's the day. With all this weather outside right now, perfect time for a nice mug or cup of hot chocolate because it is National Hot Chocolate Day.
Yeah, it doesn't just taste good and help warm you up. There are some health benefits. Cocoa contains significant amounts of antioxidants that may help prevent cancer. And studies have shown that flavonoids, did I say that right?
I think so.
Okay. Flavonoids in chocolate may have a positive effect on arterial health and our memories.
I wasn't smiling because I like it. I actually don't. It was just Caskey's grown for, hot chocolate.
National Hot Chocolate Day.
We'll be right back.
All right, this is the kind of icing we've mostly been seeing. Notice the rain chains becoming ice chains because they're exposed to that colder air, and even some frozen lawn furniture. And we're going to see more of this tonight, and then some issues on the roadways, especially north side of town and hill country.
Stay warm and be safe. Thanks for watching.
See you at 10.